5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Stop,
Hey, hi Angie, how are you today?
Hi Shirley, I'm doing good today. You know what? I'm on top of the world.
Really? You're on top of the world?
Yes, I'm really on top of the world. You know, we're sharing today about the Equip and Grow VBS for 2024 Galaxy Express. And you know, Galaxy Express is the name of a space shuttle that will take the children into a journey into outer space every day. So I thought, why don't I take a trip in Galaxy Express today? And so I'm on top of the world.
That sounds exciting. So every day the children go in the Galaxy Express space shuttle somewhere out of this world?
Yes, Shirley, that's right. They will travel to different space stations on different stars and planets. And when they land over there, they'll have so many fun activities to do.
But Angie, before we talk more, I think we should welcome everyone who has joined us. Hello everyone, we're so happy you've joined us to learn about Galaxy Express. Please do use the chat to share your name and where you're joining from. My name is Shirley.
Hello everyone, I'm Angie and I'm joining from outer space. Shirley, I think I should come back to Earth now. Shall I pick you up? Would you like to come for a trip out in the Galaxy Express?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'd love to.
Okay, watch out. I'm coming into land.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2.
Welcome aboard the Galaxy Express, Shirley. Are you excited? I know the children are going to be really excited to travel in the Galaxy Express.
Yes, this is amazing. When do we take off?
Well, that's a very good question, Shirley. Before we take off, there's two very important people that the children meet every day, and these people take them on their journey. Well, I say two people. One of them's a person, but the other one is, well, what can I say?
Only one of them is a person? Is the other one an animal? Or what? I know. Let's get straight into exploring what the children are going to experience.
Welcome to the part where we talk about the dramas in Galaxy Express. So, the children have gathered for your session. You might want to start with a game or something as the children are gathering. Have a game to keep them occupied, keep them busy. And then when the children have gathered, you bring in these two characters, the captain and the robot. Now the captain is a more serious fellow. He's got big responsibilities. He has to fly the Galaxy Express and take the children safely into outer space. And he has to pick them back again at the end of the morning so they can go home. Big responsibility. But he has other responsibilities also, because it's the captain who will be telling the children about the main themes of the morning. The captain is the one who will be telling the children, you're going to learn today that God is great, or God is awesome, or God is amazing, God is incredible. The captain also teaches the children, tells them, today in Galaxy Express Space Shuttle, we are flying off to this planet, or we're flying to this star, and we're going to land in a space station with this name. So the captain is the one who is explaining the day's journey to the children. And he carries this responsibility. It's a big responsibility for him. So it makes him a little bit serious. But next to the captain, we have the robot. And his assistant, the robot, is not so serious. The robot has some problems with malfunctioning. Sometimes he can't speak properly. He can't get his words out. Maybe sometimes he makes funny noises. Or maybe sometimes he can't make any noise at all and he's just waving his arms around. Whatever he's doing is to make the children laugh. So they say, wow, what a funny robot is. Sometimes the robot's joints get stiff and he can't move his arms and he's like, oh, I can't move. And then the captain takes the oil can, puts oil in his joints, and again the robot can start moving. Sometimes he might almost fall over because he trips over his feet. All sorts of funny, silly things the robot can do to make the children laugh. And together, the captain and the robot fly the Galaxy Express space shuttle into outer space. Together, they take the children out on their amazing journey to learn more about the greatness of God. Now, the captain has some other responsibilities to do. Every day, each of the 5 days, there is a fun response that the children can give to certain phrases that are spoken. So on the first day, the captain will say, call out to God. And the children must put their hands up to God and say, Lord, help me. If they're sitting down, they must jump up, say, Lord, help me. And so every time through the drama, when the captain is talking with the robot and he says, call out to God, the children straight away go, Lord, help me. And this just brings some more fun into your VBS. Now the phrase and the action changes every day. So the captain and the robot will need to teach a new phrase every day and a new response that the children will say and will do. So you might want to think about who's going to play the role of the captain and the robot. You need 2 people who are going to be able to act, who are going to be able to be a little bit silly in front of the children. And you want 2 people who are going to be there every day. Because as the week progresses, the captain and the robot are going to become more in character. They're going to find that there's things they do that make the children really laugh and giggle. And so they're going to want to keep doing that through the week. So have to think, who could you invite to be the captain? Doesn't have to be a man, could be ladies. You could have 2 young people, you could have 2 mothers or 2 of your Sunday school teachers, but 2 people who are going to take this responsibility through the 5 days. So the captain, the drama is given in the director's manual or the teacher's book, which is on the website. There's also a separate drama booklet which you can download and give to the captain and the robot so they can prepare for their drama every day. There's no written script of say this, say this, say this. So the captain and the robot can make up their own lines as they go along. They can say things in the way that they would want to say it, that is comfortable for them. But throwing in all these funny things that the robot does where he gets the words wrong or he can't say the words and he's just making noises. You can make it as fun and as, so much fun that your children really enjoy. Now, how are you going to show the children who the captain is and who the robot is? You might want to get them dressed up. So how can you dress up somebody as a robot? So I was having a little practice and I took a disposable plate and I made a very simple mask. You can see there's the robot, my eyes are showing, my mouth is showing, I've got antennae on the top of my head, and it's a very simple robot face that you could use for the 5 days. If you want to be a little bit more creative, you could take a box. So I've taken a Milton box and I have my robot face again here. There's my eyes and there's my mouth. And more design is there. So be creative. Use what you have available. Take help from people who are good at making things. You could even make a robot body if you want to. Maybe give him some gloves to wear. The only thing you want to think about is that the robot will wear this costume through the whole of your session. Because part of the fun is the captain and the robot, after they've done their drama, they might disappear off backstage for a little while, but then they might suddenly come back again at some point. Maybe at snack time, the robot comes running in. I'm hungry, and he tries to eat some snacks through the little mouth space in his mask. Or maybe he takes the oil bottle and he's like, I need to drink oil, I'm very dry. Okay, so have your captain, have your robot ready to pop in and out of the different parts of your VBS. Keep the children engaged. They can suddenly run in and say the phrase, call out to God, and the children will jump up to help me, Lord. Okay, so how can you show who the captain is? Well, there's different things you could do. If you want to have the captain dressed all in white to show that he's in a space station, you could have long sleeve shirt, you could have white pants, you could use a science laboratory jacket, coat, anything that makes the person look like they're the captain of the spaceship. You could even make little name labels, something on his shoulder to show that he's qualified to fly the spaceship. Have fun, be creative, make the captain and the robot as much in character as you can, because that adds to the fun for the children. So the captain and the robot, between them, with all their mistakes and all the accidents of the robot, they're going to tell the children the theme of the morning. What are they learning about God? God is great, God is incredible, God is marvelous. They're going to teach the children the phrase that they need to be listening out for, and then what do the children say and what do they have to do. And then the captain and the robot are going to take the spaceship down to blast off, where it's going to go off into outer space. And if you look on our website, you'll see there's an audio for blast off. There's the countdown: 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And together with the children, the captain and the robot will take the children into outer space, where they will listen to the story, they will learn how great God is, they will do their activities, they'll eat their snacks, and then at the end of the morning, you can have the captain and the robot bring the children back down to Earth. Make sure you don't leave any behind in outer space, okay? Their mums and dads won't be too happy. So count the children before the Galaxy Express comes back down to Earth. Have fun, enjoy. It's all part of making it a magical world for the children.
Main engines ready. Start fuel pumps. Check gauges.
10,
Connect
9,
helmets.
8, 7,
Fasten seatbelts.
5, 4,
Start the
3,
engines.
2, 1,
Blast
0,
off.
+1, +2, +3, +4, +5.
The captain and the robot are such fun. The kids will really enjoy the way the robot talks and forgets his words and makes funny noises.
They are good fun, aren't they, Shirley? So I was thinking, Shirley, we've got the space shuttle, we've got the robot, we've got the captain, but I think maybe there's more to this VBS than just learning about outer space.
Yes, that's right, Angie. The important part of any VBS to teach the children something about God and who He is. It's so important that our children learn the truth while they are young. They can grow in their faith and learn to walk with God every day. In this VBS, the children will learn 5 words that describe God, and they'll do that by learning about the life of Moses. So on the first day, they will learn that God is great, and they will learn about the birth of Moses, how his parents hid him for 3 months and left him in a basket on the river. I'm sure we all know the rest of the story. Rescued by Pharaoh's daughter and how he grew up in the palace. Day 2, the children will learn that God is incredible through the story of Moses and the burning bush. That was an amazing miracle. On the day 3, the children go on to learn that God is marvelous as they learn about the plagues in Egypt, frogs and boils, and the water turned into blood. The 4th day, the children learn that God is magnificent as they learn about the pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night. And on the 5th and final day, they learn that God is awesome as God takes the Israelites out through the Red Sea into freedom. So in just a few days, the children will explore the life of Moses and also learn 5 great words to describe who God is.
Wow, that's so good. Yeah, thank you for explaining, Shirley. It's, like you said, it's so important that the children learn about who God is and how much He loves them. And, we would encourage each one of you who've joined us in this live stream to find your own way of telling the story every day. Don't just, stand and tell the story, but think about how you could have visual aids, things for the children to look at that will help you to teach the story in a very fun way. So you could have big charts with the words about God. God is great. God is incredible. You could have those up on the wall on your stage. You could have maybe some of your team dress up in clothes and act out some of the drama. Even you could use some of the videos that are now available, cartoon type videos, where the stories are acted out in very simple way for children to understand. I mean, basically be creative, enjoy telling the story so that the children really catch the whole miracle of how God was and is and what He did for Moses and what He can do for us still in life today. So that's the Bible story and the lovely teaching for the 5 days of the VBS. And Shirley, we've seen that the children start the session on the bridge with the captain and the robot, but now let's see what else they'll be doing. The next part of the session is called rotating stations. Some of the people who are watching might be familiar with this idea.
Yes, that's right, Angie. There will be 3 activity stations in the Galaxy Space Shuttle, and so the children need to be divided into 3 groups according to their age. Then each group goes to a different activity station, and after 20 minutes, each group moves to the next activity. And then after another 20 minutes, the group moves to whichever activity they have not done.
Yes, so that's right, Shirley. So for each group over the space of an hour will do all 3 activities. So we have the mess hall, we have the cadets class and the engineering room, and each group will visit each of these places and complete the activities that are waiting for them over there. So I think we'll start in the cadets class, and let's ask Steffi to tell us about what happens in there.
Hello, welcome to the cadets class. This is the activity station where the children will have time to sit and review the day's story and then complete the workbook pages each day. So before taking out the workbook, the cadet class leader would need to ask the children what they learned in the story that day. They can help the children to think back and remember what happened in the story. Then there is a fun part where the leader teaches the children some sign language or some words from the story. These are all there in the teacher books, but the cadet class leader would need to learn these words before the VBS starts. They should not get the sign in the middle. Here is an example. This is what we do with our hands for the word family. Can you try to do the sign? That's very good, but I think you need a little more practice. So, as I shared earlier, the children will be divided into 3 groups according to their ages, and the reason for this is there are made different books for 3 age groups. The youngest children will use the easy level book. Let's look at the pages for the first day, the birth of Moses. You can see that page 1 has the day space station to color and a maze puzzle to solve. There is also the action word for the day and a memory word. The second page has a coloring picture from the story of Moses' birth. So younger children will enjoy coloring in this picture and solving the maze. The cadet class leader can also help the children to learn the word about God. So on that day, God is great. The second group of children would be a little bit older and would have some ability to read and write. They would do the worksheet from the medium level book. So let's see what that one page looks like for this group. So for the medium group, the page is the sum, the space station of the day to color and the maze puzzle to solve. The memory verse is there and the word God is great. Page 2 is different. The coloring picture is smaller and there is word find puzzle to complete. This group still enjoy coloring but also enjoy the challenge of finding the words from the story that day. The last group will be the oldest children who will use difficult workbook. This workbook requires the children to be able to read and write. So let's see what they all have to do. You can see that the first page had a big change. The maze puzzle has been replaced with the word puzzle for the children to solve. There is also some question for the children to think about and answer. The cadet class leader would need to be prepared to help the children talk and what they think and answers are. The second page is similar to the second page of medium book, but there are more words to find in the puzzle. The answer to the puzzle are all there in the teacher's book, so the cadet class leader can take help from there also. I hope I have shared everything you need to know. I have to get back to the children now. The next batches are just arriving. Bye!
Thank you, Steffi. The cadet class looks like fun. The children will really enjoy completing their workbooks. It's such fun to learn by doing puzzles and coloring.
Yes, and it's something for them to take home with them to show their parents and friends. I know something else that the children will really enjoy doing and taking home, and that is the crafts. The craft activities are a great way of helping the children to remember what they've learnt in the story, and especially when the craft is linked to the Bible story. And this VBS Galaxy Express has 5 fun crafts, one every day, and they take place in the engineering room. So Shirley, let's take a trip to the engineering room and visit Grace, who's going to teach us about the crafts.
Hello, how are you all? I really hope you're all doing well. Do the crafts. Let's get into the crafts now. So for the first craft, you will have to color the diagram here, given diagram here, and cut it out like this. Okay, and the next part is you will have to punch down all the dots or the circles given here with a punching machine, or else you can do it directly with a pencil as well. These crafts are so simple and very exciting to do. So I have taken a ribbon here. So all you will need is a ribbon, a printout, and color pencils like these. So you will have to insert these ribbons into these the holes that we punched here into this. So if there are very little kids, very small kids in your VBS, in your Sunday school, or else wherever you're doing these crafts, I suggest you please give them that help provide them that help so that they'll have all the fun of doing the crafts. And for today's craft, we will need yet another printout like this, and color papers, scissors, and a kite paper like this. You will find it in any other stationery nearby your house or your church. And let's get into the video now. So firstly, you have to cut it to a half, color it as per your taste, and you'll have to cut the kite paper into small papers like this, squares or rectangular, and take a pencil, put it in between like this in the center, and you have to mold it like this. It has to look something like this. You don't need to do it perfectly. You have to do it randomly, just like this. You can take as many pieces as you want. If you want your tree to be very thick with flowers, with leaves and flowers, you can do it, or with leaves and fruits, you can do it. It's up to you how creative you want your craft to be. It's completely up to you. You have all your papers, kite papers, molded into this shape. Now let's take some gum. I'll place gum randomly like this. Again, I'm mentioning here, if there is any small kid who needs help, who needs assistance, I really request the teachers to assist the child. This is how you need to paste it. And all you will need for this craft is the printout, scissors, some color pencils, and take a printout of this like this. And you will have to color all of this. And if you see lines here, you have dotted lines given here, if they are visible to you. So you will have to color all of this, and you will have to cut along the dotted lines here. All the dotted lines on the either sides of the paper. And when you do it, it will be visible, it will be seen something like this. So you will have to cut down all of this till here, till the dotted lines are given here. So I suggest you take any water bottle, you can take any round object given, and you can roll all of this like this. All the papers together also you can do it.
Wow, thank you, Grace. Those crafts look so much fun to do, and what a wonderful way for the children to remember what they've learned.
Yes, my children would love to do them. Children really do enjoy cutting and sticking and creating pictures. Now we've visited the cadet class. and learned about the workbooks, and we've visited the engineering room and seen the crafts. That means there's one more place to visit. Isn't that right, Angie?
Oh yes, there's one more place to visit, the third activity, and I think the children will love this activity because it's snack time in the mess hall. Let's go over to the mess hall, Shirley. Are you feeling a little hungry?
A little bit.
A little bit. So let's go and see what has Rebecca got for us to eat in the mess hall.
Hello. Hi, Angie and Shelly. Good to see you again. So, welcome to the mess hall here. I know you must be excited what's going to happen in this mess hall. This is a favorite place, and the shuttle is going to share with you the snacks for 5 days. Is it? And there are different on every day. So, no need of worrying what will happen on each day. So we have different snacky times, which is related to the stories, right? But before we start anything to make and to introduce that, we will have to make a note of the children who have allergic to some certain foods. So make sure we make something else available as a substitute food for them. Is it okay? That's better. So let's start. And in the day beginning, we are going to have a very sneaky fellow, the robot, the one who listens to the command. Yeah, it is playful thing. It doesn't relate to any story. It is just a fun way to do something very creative and where the children love to enjoy edibles. So if you have too many children and they have different age groups, for the smaller age group, you can provide them the picture. Hello. Hi, Angie. Here we have a picture of a robot where the small children will be provided with the picture of a robot, and where the younger children, older they can start with, provide them with a cracker, pencil, eraser so that they can outline the body of the robot and then decorate it. Here I have few food items which you can use to decorate and let the children enjoy eating. So I have some biscuits. So various kinds of biscuits are available in the market where you can use. Right? And there are some toppings which are called as jams, which you can use to decorate, or you can have some piece of cheese cut in the shape of the robot's body, and then over that you can have some veggies, some salad, some peas, where children can enjoy that. Okay, the first thing, we will decorate this. Now I'll just decorate the robot the way the children will decorate and enjoy their snacky time. Each one will have their own creativity and they will imagine something, or maybe they would like to be like a robot. So here I have done. I'll be sharing the picture of it for your reference. Yeah. Day 2 talks about, God speaking to Moses through a fire bush. So we have a snack which can be related to the fire bush. Children can even enjoy eating that fire bush. Isn't it yummy? I'll show how. So here I have cauliflowers, which are parboiled. The first thing you must do is, actually what happens in India or wherever, they use a lot of pesticide in it. So you better put little salt and put it in hot water to boil it for at least 5 minutes. And then it is ready to eat. And to, give a fiery look, you have to use maybe a Chinese chutney or a Chinese sauce, or maybe you can have a sweet chili sauce with it. Dip, decorate into the dish, and let the children enjoy eating it. What say? How would you like to eat it? Yummy snack. See, my mouth is watering. Even the students, they will relate this. Whenever they will eat, right? They will remember the story. They will talk about the burning bush where Moses had this kind of. So, isn't it interesting? Yeah. So this will be the day 2 activity. Now we go up on to day 3. So as we are going day by day ahead, so there is so much of interest, getting generated. What next? So we have a froggy time. You must be thinking, what frogs? Yes, where Moses went to Egypt, where he took 10 kinds of plagues, and one of them was the froggy attack. So, to tell children the story, we have small smacky time with them. Alright, the water becoming red and the frogs coming out of that. So we're going to use this red dish to decorate the frog and eat it. Isn't it funny? Would you like to eat a frog? Yes, but in the form of veggies or fruities. So to make this frog, edible frog, there are a few things which are required. I have some grapes, some carrot shallots, some cucumbers, and one green apple. You can make of your choices. You can use material as per availability, maybe because of the season, and you can have the pear also. Here I've got some pear. I'll decorate and I'll show it to you. The form of picture. You'll really enjoy this. And when I go home back, when the kids will go, definitely they will talk. We had a froggy today. We were allowed to eat frogs. In China it is definitely, but not here. Maybe, right? So to decorate this frog, use this edible fruits. Place it in the form of the head and the body, hind limbs and forelimbs, 2 hind limbs, 2 forelimbs, and a tongue coming out of his mouth, ready to slay the insects. Yum, 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 yum. And to make his eyes look beautiful, they can have red color eyes on the greens. What do you say? So this is also done. It looks so yummy. It's ready to eat now. Yeah. So once I'd finished already. Now I'll share a picture with you so that you can have a glance over it. Yeah. Oh, mine. So much snacky. My tummy is so happy. Isn't it? So, or along with the learning, this is so fun way of putting up God's word into their little hearts, Tummy be khush and the minds also are so nourished with the word of God, thoughts of God and stories of God, right? So on the day 4th, what are we going to do? Now, on day 4th, we have a story of a fiery, the clouds. It's all about the clouds who was leading Moses and the people from Egypt to the promised land. Yes. So, will the children be able to eat the clouds? Do you think we can pluck and eat the clouds? No, we can. But homemade clouds. How are we supposed to do that? It's puffy and it's yummy. It's yummy to eat. Very tasty. Now here we have some popcorns, and this symbolizes as a cloud. Just look like a mini cloud where the children love to eat this. After the story, you can have a snacky time. And how are we going to eat is we are going to dip this in any of the sauce available, or maybe any sticky syrup It can be honey, it can be a juice, a sticky juice, or roast a sugar syrup, or you can just dip it in some of the sauce and try to stick this. Insert this in a bowl and the cloud sticking to it, and eat it. I'll share the picture with you. See, can you see the sticky cloud? There has to be some more sticky. Yeah? You will enjoy it, and whenever they will eat the popcorns, they will remember of the clouds following Moses. The story they have heard, the story how they relate and bring it. This is how, and then they it's so here is the sea which is parted. Isn't it yummy? How did I make this? I used custard powder with some milk and made it and put it in the refrigerator for setting it, and then I gave a cut in between. But what happened was I could not make the blue color. I was trying it out. But you can experiment and make a blue color out of it. Even the green oceans I have seen, even the green sea is fine. But if you would like to have a blue color, you can try it out. Adding drop by drop blue color in it, isn't it? To decorate it more, you can add some, I have this kind of small decorative material. These are the starfish. You can put it in the bowl. The colorful stars and fishes, which you can add and serve it to our kids in the small cups where they can enjoy the pudding or a sea eating. Let them eat the sea, isn't it? Isn't it a fun way to tell them the story, and the departed sea they can see and relate the story into day-to-day life? Wasn't that a very, very creative way of putting up things to our little ones? So, whatever we have seen just now, all the pictures will be shared with you in a proper manner where you can have a glance of it, and you can also have your own creativity to make the learning fun. It's done for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Those snacks look really fun. I'm sure the children will really enjoy making their own snack to eat, and all the ingredients are simple and easy to find, but if you can't find the ones that are suggested, you can use something else that looks similar. So for example, the robot snack could be a salty cracker, or it could be a chocolate chip cookie. And I think you better keep some extras on the table, because I don't know any children who will eat only one cookie.
My children will love to help me with making things. So I think there's going to be lots of happy children in outer space. And I think all of them are going to eat that cauliflower with tomato sauce or with Chinese chutney. Might get a bit messy too.
Yes, I think the cook needs to prepare a big vessel in advance. Like Rebecca said, it's important to plan the snacks before the VBS. Go out, see what's available in your area, and practice making them at home so that you know how long each part takes and which parts the children will need help with.
Angie, look at the time. It's nearly time for the Galaxy Express to take us back to Earth. But before we go, let's go back to the bridge where we went when we first landed.
Oh yes, nearly time to go back, but I think there's still time for the children to enjoy something really fun, something they love doing, something that will use up all the energy that they just got from eating all those snacks. And what's that? Space games!
Space games! Lots of fun! Let's go and learn about the games back on the bridge. Wow, that was a fun time. And now we have to leave the space station, get in the Galaxy Express and fly back down to Earth. I had a really great time. Thank you for inviting me to come with you, Angie.
It was fun, wasn't it? There are so many things for the children to listen to and to watch and enjoy. I think they're going to have a great time in this VBS.
Yes, I think they will. Okay, here we go. Back down to Earth.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2.
Wow, that was an exciting trip, and we met so many people in outer space. There was Rebecca and Steffi and Grace. You know, doing a VBS like this needs a good team of people. So gather your children's workers, invite some of the parents, and share out the responsibilities. Each person can be responsible for one part of the program for the full week. So 2 people can be the captain and the robot all week. Someone else can be responsible for the Bible stories, and another 3 can be in the cadet room, the mess hall, and the engineering room doing all those fun activities. So Shirley, let's think back. What have we done today? We climbed into the Galaxy Express space shuttle. We met the captain and his assistant, the robot. He's so funny, isn't he? And then we flew into outer space.
Yes, that's right. Up in the space station, we saw how the children will learn 5 big truths about God as they learn about the life of Moses. I think even if the children already know the stories, they will have so much fun.
Yes, and the memory verses in their workbooks will help the children to learn more about how much God loves them and can do miracles in their lives also. They just need to reach out to Him and ask for help. I think the children will remember these stories for the rest of their lives.
You're right, Angie. Do you still remember a Bible story from when you were a child?
Yes, it was a long time ago. No, only joking. It wasn't so long ago. But yes, I remember my Sunday school class from when I was just 7 years old.
Isn't it amazing that God will be using us and all of you to make precious memories for so many children? And we know that every seed sown will be watered by God and will one day bear fruits in the children's lives.
That's right. And so I hope all of you have found this as much fun as we did. There are many more ideas for you in the teacher's book, which has been updated and will be available for you. Please do feel free to use your own imagination to decorate the hall where you have your VBS. There is a downloadable picture on the website where you can make a banner or a flex for the back of your stage, but be creative, do other things, set the scene so that it's a fun atmosphere.
Yes, and also on the website are all the other resources you need. The workbooks are there, ready for you to download for free. There's also Galaxy theme songs in an album that are great fun to sing and do the actions. Let's listen to one now.
God is great and so incredible. He's marvelous, you know. I'm saying to you, magnificent, and He's awesome too. My great incredible God is extra super cool. My God is great and so incredible. He's marvelous, you know. I'm saying to you, magnificent, and He's awesome too. My great incredible God, वो महान और सर्वशक्तिमान, वो सामर्थ्य है, ये चाल तुम शानदार और वह अद्भुत भी, पराक्रमी प्रभु है extra super cool. मेरे प्रभु महान और सर्वशक्तिमान, वो सामर्थ्य है, ये चाल तुम शानदार और वह अद्भुत भी, पराक्रमी प्रभु है.
Wow, that's a lovely song. I'm going to be singing that all day now. Wow, we've been using some audio for blast off and landing in the Galaxy Express. These are also available for you on the website. And I'll encourage you, all these resources are totally free of cost for you to download and print out and use. You can print in color or you can print in black and white depending on your budget.
Equip and Grow is dedicated to providing free training and resources. So we hope you will have fun using them. The website address is in the description box. Please go and check out all the resources.
Well, Shirley, I think our time is really coming to an end. So from me, thank you everyone for joining.
And from me, thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.